Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to discuss with you about birth plans. If you have decided to write a birth plan, then there are some things that you need to include, which could be useful for your care provider, either your midwives or the doctors looking after you, to try and give you more tailored care as much as possible. So I am just going to go through a few things that you can include in your birth plan, and I've got some notes here, so I'll be looking at it from time to time. The first thing to include in your birth plan is the type of pain relief you would like to use. So you have different options in terms of what you want to have for your pain relief. If you decide to go really slowly and start off with just gas and air, which is also known as the antenatal, then this can be in your birth plan. So if you want to try as much as possible to be as normal with the least intervention of pain relief, then you want to make that as well noted on your birth plan. So this is where you can write in your birth plan that you would like to start off really slow and try to use minimum intervention. So you want to use just gas and air, and maybe go and use some opiate injections. And if you want to avoid an epidural at all cost, then this is something that you can mention in your birth plan as well. So always include in your birth plan the type of birth relief that you want, the type of pain relief that you would like to have during your labor. Okay. Another thing you can include in your birth plan is your feelings or your preference regarding anything, such as any intervention, such as maybe a episiotomy. If you are someone that thinks, well, I had a tear before, or I had an episiotomy before, and I would like to have it done instead of waiting for my body to tear naturally, then this is something that you can put in your birth plan. Also, opposite to that, if you are somebody that really does not want an episiotomy given to you, and you like for your body to just tear naturally, if they feel like this could happen, then you can make note of this also in your birth plan. So it's always very good to include these kind of things and how you feel about these things in your birth plan, and then maybe discuss it with your midwives at some point during your antenatal period, so that they can make anything clarified and they can explain things. If you have any questions regarding any areas of your birth plan, they can go through it with you and make sure that everything is in order. Another thing you can put in your birth plan is also your preference regarding any immunizations or any injections that need to be given to baby at the time of birth. For example, the vitamin K injection. If you do not want your baby to have vitamin K injection, you will have to put this into your birth plan so that people know ahead of time. And also you will be consented before your baby is given vitamin K. So if you did not want this done, if it's not in your birth plan, at least you will still have the option to say no, but do consider it and possibly mention that in your birth plan, especially if you don't want it, if you do not want your baby to have this vitamin K, because it is a standard practice that normally we assume that all women will want their baby to have vitamin K. So if you do not want your baby to have vitamin K, then this can go in your birth plan as well. Okay. The other thing to also put into your birth plan could be the option of having your baby either dried and cleaned off before being handed over to you. So once your baby is born, the routine way is baby is delivered and is straight away put onto your skin for skin to skin contact, whilst the midwife or the doctor stimulates baby, dry baby, and try to get baby to cry and all of those kind of things. And you might want to just, the routine is that this will just happen automatically. If, however, this is not what you would like, but you prefer for baby to be delivered, taken to a resuscitator or cot nearby, normally in the same room and very, very close to you, and for baby to be cleaned first, to be dried off before given back to you, or maybe to even put a nappy on baby before baby's given back to you. Or if you prefer for baby to be born and to go straight to your partner, then you need to put this in your birth plan as well. This is very, very important for anyone looking after you during your labor to know, because we will automatically do the norm, which is basically delivering baby and then giving baby straight to you. So if it's something that you feel strongly about, then please do mention that in your birth plan as well. Another thing that you can also mention in your birth plan is whether you want your baby's cord to be cut by either yourself, your partner, somebody other than your partner or yourself in a room, maybe like a sister, a brother, an aunt, anybody else that you prefer for them to cut the cord. If everything is going well, your baby's delivered, everything's okay and straightforward, the midwife or the doctor would like to ask, or they may ask you, if you want your partners to cut the cord. Of course, whoever is going to cut the cord will be really closely guided and will do it very, very well. So if this is something that you prefer, or you didn't even know you could do this, then it's always good to put in your birth plan. If it's something that you would like to do yourself, or if it's really important for your partner to do it, then this is something that you can put into your birth plan. Another thing that you can put in your birth plan is, if you are someone that doesn't know the sex of your baby and you would like for this to be told in a very special way, in a unique way, in any certain way, then you can also put this in your birth plan. So if your preference is for the midwife to tell you the sex of the baby, or for you to have a look for the first time to see what sex your baby is, for your partner to tell you or to have a look and tell you, then this is something that you can put in your birth plan as well. So really, anything that you feel really strongly about, anything that you think it will make a difference to your experience, your birth story, then definitely mention it in your birth plan, because there is no right or wrong way of doing it, or what to put in there, what not to put. There are the essentials, but definitely anything that you feel can enhance your experience and make it better, then it's definitely important that you put it in there. Making a birth plan doesn't mean that this is what's going to happen in reality, but we hope it will. And having one will also help the midwife or the doctor looking after you to cater to your preference and try and make it as individualized as possible, so that you don't have something that you didn't think was gonna happen, and at least it gives you a little bit of control over the situation and what is happening around you. So definitely is a very good thing to make. If you haven't thought about making a birth plan, maybe do consider it and discuss it with your midwife ahead of your delivery or going into labor, so they can give you some pointers, some tips, and some other information that maybe I've missed that you should include in there. So definitely it is a good and a nice thing to have. And for women who are planning to have either a home birth or having your baby in a birth center, these are really, really lovely things to have, because it's really, really nice to have something personalized to you during the labor, for your baby's sex to be announced in the way that you wanted it to happen, for your partner or for yourself to cut the baby's cord. So always think, that everything going forward, you want this to be a great experience, a great story to tell for later on. And it is your baby, it is your labor, your story. We're just here to help and assist in that. And it's always lovely to have your input as well as your partner's. So if anything as well that your partner would like to do, you can always put that in there. Midwife will go through it with you, or at least have a look at it at the point where you do come into labor. When the time is right, they can have a look, read it, you can tell them about it, and they'll have a look at it as well. If there is any other thing that you would like for me to discuss or go into detail about, please leave in the comments below. And thank you so much to everybody that's watching and subscribing to my channel. Please do like and share the video if you enjoy it. And also, if you have any reviews, any questions or whatever, I'm open to hear them as well. Thank you so much for watching and liking and sharing and subscribing to my channel. I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. Congratulations if you've just had a baby or are due to have your baby soon. Thank you so much, and good luck in writing your birth plan. Take care. Bye.